Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about cringy mobile video game ads once again. More or less, this video is a follow-up to one of the most popular videos on my channel I made all the way back in 2020 called Mobile Game Ads Are Out of Control. This video has 2.4 million views, and it's one of the favorite videos I've ever made throughout the entire history of my channel. And to be honest with you, man, I haven't taken a look at some good old mobile game ads in a long time, alright? I mean, of course, you see the fleeting advertisement or something on Twitter or TikTok or some sort of, YouTube ad or something, but I haven't really sat down and taken the time to delve into this type of content again and see what the mobile game studios are out here pushing for us to look at today. So I figured we could take a trip down memory lane and we could take a look at just some cringe together and just have a good laugh. So before I get any further, I do want to remind you guys, today is going to be the last day of the hashtag Optimus Q&A questions, right? So you can go over on Twitter if you have one. Not only follow me at @SubToOptimus, as I post a lot of cool stuff over there. You usually get to see video topics and whatnot get talked about before their videos, but also I do things like this about once a year where I do a Q&A. So tomorrow I'm going to try and have the Q&A video up here on the channel where I'm answering your guys' questions and whatnot. So if you want a shot to be in that video and have your question answered, make sure that you use hashtag Optimus Q&A over there. And with that being said, let's move on into the video. Okay, so this is where it's already getting real off the jump, Like, we're dealing with a marital dispute at this point. My husband hasn't touched me in 3 months. Should I go through his phone? Is he cheating? Is he being unfaithful? Please don't tell me he's found another woman. Well, your questions are about to be answered, folks. Do you think that A, he hasn't touched her in 3 months because he doesn't love her? B, he hasn't touched her in 3 months because there's just so much on his mind, he's so stressed out that he doesn't know how to deal with it, he doesn't know how to do his personal interactions anymore? Or C, do you think he hasn't touched his wife in 3 months because some cheapo fucking mobile game came out that he's just completely mentally addicted to and has no idea how to put his phone down? Oh, I should have known. He hasn't touched his wife in 3 months because he's playing the shitty Bloons Tower Defense knockoff. I mean, obviously that's all this is. I mean, I guess you get to play as Thor and kill crabs and mutant warthogs and the fucking guy from Beauty and the Beast. I don't know. I don't know what these are supposed to be, but I didn't really think that this was, something that is deserving of you not touching your wife for 3 months. Bro hasn't had sex with his wife in a whole fiscal quarter because he's addicted to a fucking freemium mobile game. Buddy, your wife is cheating on you. You know that, right? Like, your wife is sleeping with the mailman and the milkman and a couple of her coworkers. Come on, bro, shut the fuck up. I just powered Thor up. I gotta get past level 294. There's 300 AI for me to kill this time. Okay, so we switched from the king being horny for a woman getting in the bathtub and taking a fucking bath, which, to be fair, you'd get horny if you only got one bath a year back in these fucking times. I'd also get kind of worked up, I guess. But I guess in the middle of his moment, the kingdom got invaded. Let's go fight. It must have been pretty awkward for him, just riding around on your horse and you just got the biggest raging fucking stick shift of all time in your pants working, commanding 300 men into battle like fucking Leonidas. Bro is probably mad as shit, but it's okay. Once he returned from battle, they had the heart animation show up around their shoulders, so it's okay. Not only did bro get to kill 6,000 of his worst enemies on the battlefield today and fight another battle in the glory of God and his kingdom, but he's about to get the cleanest workout in the entire kingdom. I think I want to download this game now. Oh no! All right, I don't even understand the game with this one, right? Like, I don't. What's the challenge? I guess it's some sort of decision-based game. I don't know. You don't notice here in the women's restroom until you walk in because there's no sign at the door. This sign, for some reason, is in the back farthest corner from any entrance that actually indicates where you're going. That doesn't seem realistic. But apparently, secretaries, when they're walking into the bathroom, they do like this weird cartoonish sneak walk where like the fucking legs break. Notice how he goes in this stall and she walks by and just laughs. Like, you know, nothing weird about a guy hiding in the fucking bathroom stall in the women's restroom, right? Bitch is on fucking FaceTime walking into the restroom to go take some stinky dump or something before she goes back to being the secretary of this Fortune 500 company. Sees this weirdo in stall number 3 just hoping she doesn't fucking find him, and she sees no problem with that. Like, there's nothing going on in your head that leads you to believe this is an issue. And what are these options? Apparently you're gonna hide in a stall where there's no door, or you're gonna call help. What help are you calling? Hey, I'm stuck in the women's restroom. Like, the police are gonna be like, okay, either you're going to prison or you're fucking leaving the room. So bro played Peeping Tom IRL apparently, so. These ads aren't even making sense. Like, this isn't displaying any sort of gameplay to me. What the fuck is the game of this one? Oh, we're trying to get some bitches, you know, but they're for some reason completely locked behind this door by 7 locks. This door has more security than the White House, apparently. So dude decided to pull some fucking TNT out like he was a member of like some sort of like Splinter Cell terrorist organization, and ends up in a fucking bedroom with pink furry handcuffs and a big brolicked police officer while porn music plays in the background. I now physically feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, is there a reason these women are locked behind a door 7 different times? Like, where are we? Where's this taking place at? Why is Justin Timberlake trying to blow the fucking door up and then now has to deal with the police in bed? I don't know. Is this guy about to get his fucking manhole dug out? Like, what's about to go on in this room, bro? Why we got these fucking handcuffs like that? I don't know. Dude, what the actual fuck is going on at this point, right? So, first off, the roles are completely reversed in this situation. Like, I guess your options for this guy to not leave his wife is to bribe him with a vehicle, bribe him with money, and tell him that you're pregnant. Most of the time, the only way that this would be realistic is if the roles were reversed. I mean, women definitely seem to be the ones that traditionally want the divorce the most of the time, right? Like, I mean, 70% of divorces are usually initiated by the wife/woman in the situation, so doesn't even make sense. I guess she's gonna buy him a car to not leave. I don't know. But then none of those options work, right? Like, the gameplay doesn't make any fucking sense because the options provided to you just don't work, and you have to like randomly resort to breaking his fucking legs and handicapping him permanently in a wheelchair. I don't know who the target demographic of this game is, or if any logic has been put into it at all. Like, what the fuck is going on here, man? I mean, these mobile games are getting weirder and weirder, it seems like, right? Like, back in the day, all of the ads were just like blatantly sexual, right? Like, it'd be a fucking like first person shooter, and you know, the shooter in the game or whatever would be like this woman in a fucking scantily clad bra, her fucking, you know, 97 quadruple G breasts would be hanging out. She'd have an ass thicker than a bowl of oatmeal, and she'd like shoot the sniper and like everything would jiggle. They had like fucking advanced PS5 jiggle physics on the iPhone. Now it's just about what actually random nonsensical shit can we display without actually showing gameplay. So I guess they're not so reliant on like the sex factor anymore, but it's like, at least there was some sort of gameplay being shown, you know? Like, even if they were trying to make me so horny I downloaded the game, they were showing me that there was some sort of game behind it. Now we're just breaking people's fucking legs for the sake of them not leaving us and, like, getting arrested by the horny police in the room underneath the one we were just in, right? Like, what the fuck is going on here? These don't even seem like games. They just seem like, I don't even know. I don't know what to classify these as. These interactive novels? I don't know. I don't really see gameplay in this, right? Like, it's like a create your own adventure type of thing. I don't know. Like, honestly, please tell me what the game is here, right? Like, what's the game of this? You have to determine, hey, should I have furniture and, like, food and water so I can survive and live comfortably, or a fucking, like, teacup pig in red boots? Obviously, everyone's gonna pick the teacup pig in red boots. Name that motherfucker Charlotte's Web. And I like how the ads are, like, so over-dramatic about you failing, right? Like, instead of it just going, like, and, like, making you restart or something, it's like, fail! And it drops this big fucking graphic on the screen. Nothing says fail like 2/3 of the screen being taken up by a big fucking, like, random shape with the word fail in the middle of it. This ad's just unsettling, right? Like, this is like such a fucking boomer mobile game ad, right? Like, they got the, like, over-dramatic gamer in this whole thing. It's like, you know, does your kid love video games? And it's just a video of a kid smashing buttons on a controller at random. No one has ever been this excited to play a mobile game. It doesn't matter what the game is. Like, they could literally have the greatest mobile game of all time, and dude, it would still be the biggest fucking snooze fest on the planet, because there's no gameplay, right? Like, what's the gameplay in this? Oh, random animation happens. Did you kill all the fucking enemies or whatever? Okay, watch this advertisement for 30 seconds to do the animation again. It sucks. You didn't beat him this time. You can wait 2 days to try again and play the game again, or you can spend $3.99 on your parents' credit card right now and get another fucking try. No one's been this excited to play a mobile game ever. I don't think the creator of mobile games was this excited to play them. Oh, thank God, return to normalcy. It happens in the cycle, finally. We finally get the jiggle physics back, fellas. We're finally getting back those PS5 jiggle physics. So I guess the whole point of this game is to, like, I don't know, slut yourself out on the dance floor while ghetto Kevin James, like, repeatedly physically assaults you and, like, gives you thousands upon thousands of dollars. This guy might be the biggest simp on the fucking planet. He sees just one regular-looking woman on the dance floor, and he's ready to give his whole tax return up. This bitch thinks she's Kim Kardashian, right? Every time she gets some more money, she goes and gets some more fucking, you know, butt implants. Get that shit even larger, man. We gotta get everyone's money on the dance floor today. I mean, this is my problem with mobile games. Like, the gameplay cycle for most of these are just, it's not gameplay. Or at least what they're advertising to me is not gameplay. Watching an animation for 10 seconds, determining whether or not it's successful with 2 lines of code, and then, you know, prompting me to do it again while spending fake in-game currency until I have to spend real money, that's not gameplay. And that's the problem with all of these mobile games. 95% of them are garbage, and they're not fully fleeted and developed ideas. It's just literally like 10 minutes of just basic code and animation, it seems like. I mean, who the fuck is falling for these ads? Like, I really need to know. Who's looking at this and is like, man, I gotta play this shit today? Like, I don't know. It has to be children, bro. Like, there's no one else that I can imagine is falling for this shit. I mean, when you look at, like, the majority of, like, mobile games and stuff, your Angry Birds or your Farmvilles and things like that, a lot of it is, like, middle-aged women with the Candy Crush and shit, but it's like, I don't think they're falling for this, right? Are middle-aged women really caring about implanting their fake character's ass so it has better jiggle physics than the fake club? I'm gonna go ahead and reach out on a limb and say no. So, like, is it just children that are playing this? And even then, like, don't kids have the, like, shortest attention spans possible? How the fuck are they keeping their attention with this? Is that why there's so many mobile games? So after the 5 seconds of fun is over with, they can move on to the next one after another cringy fucking ad? How much money is getting put into these ads? Like, I have so much questions about all of this. The whole process, what's going on, who's doing it, who's saying what, because everything about it just simply isn't making sense. You gotta love, like, the copyright-free royalty EDM trap music in the background, bro. Like, they're simply just showing a repeating animation of you hitting 2 buttons based on whether or not they're a fucking Karen. The fucking background's like, it's like, it doesn't even fucking fit. Nothing about it makes any sort of sense whatsoever. Possibly the worst music selection they could pick for this kind of fucking game. If you even want to call this a game, once again, it's just literally random 3D animations off of Blender, taking 3 steps forward, and you basically just determine whether or not they're a Karen off of the generic text response that they give you. There's no gameplay out of this whatsoever, like, literally at all. It's just stupid and cringe and shitty and garbage and nonsense. Yeah. This one didn't make sense to me. It just was kind of funny, right? Like, she's just shitting on the toilet and she like keeps getting harassed by a cat. Next thing you know, there's just a random guy just, hi. And they just build a fucking life together or something. I don't know. Is this like The Sims? What? Once again, no gameplay shown. That's the problem with all these ads, right? Either they show literally zero gameplay and just like fucking scare you or like put cringe on the screen, or they show just garbage gameplay, right? Where it's like, oh, make sure only 6% of anyone can solve this, and it's like a fucking 3-step puzzle. It's like a 4-piece jigsaw puzzle you have to put together. Like the only person on planet Earth who couldn't actually do it would have been like Helen Keller, because she can't see and she's deaf and everything. Have to literally be the dumbest fucking person alive to not figure it out, right? And they're 94% of players can't figure it out. Or it's just this, where it's, I don't even know what to describe this as, right? Like, what is this? So, video game ads for mobile devices. Have they gotten better? Worse? Same? I'd say worse. Surely they're not as sexual as they used to be, right? And we pointed that out earlier in the video, but they definitely have not gotten better. There's not anything good being shown in these, and, well, as you guys just saw, yeah, they're shit. What else to say? They're shit. They got some random person off Fiverr to fucking make the commercial, I guess. And probably the game too. And probably the animation. And probably just all of it in all reality. But is there hope? Is there actually hope that we will move forward into a new era of mobile game ads? I'm not so convinced, man. I think this is how it's pretty much always going to be. Like, for some reason, mobile games, even though they're extremely popular, right? Like, pretty much everyone has a smartphone, right? For some reason, they can never find the budget to actually make the advertisements worth a shit and actually make products worth a shit. And I understand why. I mean, you put $300 into a mobile game and $500 into the ad and you make $300,000. Who wouldn't do that? But at the end of the day, man, these are just fucking stupid. They're goofy and they're out of control. So with that being said, though, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @subtooptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, just saying mobile games are still out of control, and signing out.